And when it's connected to things going on in my business, because I love to be an open book with people, it's talking about Grow for God. It's talking about my November planning meeting with my team that we have every year and really setting foundation for what that's going to be in 2023. And it's also based in a conversation that was literally just given to me yesterday, where I immediately felt my heart sink a little bit. All right, Allie, thanks for the break. I was going uphill there for a minute, climbing. Whoo, breathe with me, people. Breathe with me, people. So it was a conversation. I got a call from one of my mentors yesterday, somebody I love and admire. And he was sharing with me perspectives of other people. Okay? He was telling me conversations that were transpiring when I wasn't in the room, and they weren't about me. They were just about things as a whole that were going on, specifically around the Grow Your Business for God's Sake conference. And it kind of like poked a hole in my hot air balloon in the moment, because I was having a great day. A lot of stuff for 2023 is coming to fruition already, and I'm so excited about that seeding ground, right? So I'm in harvest right now for everything that's transpired this year, but I'm also preparing the seed for what's going to be planted in January. What's going to be planted in December, even when harvest is fulfilled. Do you realize the strategy connected to that? There's a lot of vision. There's a lot of preparedness that has to happen. Otherwise, things are constantly happening to you, and you're constantly like, what can I do for cash flow? What can I do for peace? What can I do to support my community? What can I do? And you're constantly striving. And that's where joyful entrepreneurship is possible, because joy is established in consistency. Joy is established in the intertwining of the vine, right? And from that, the bearing of fruit connected to joy is that He's positioning you in the process of harvest. So I get this information. I feel a bit deflated, defeated, either one. And I went to my husband, and of course, our emotional response, right? This is the difference between reactions and responses. My emotional reaction was like, oh, like I want to fix this right now. Let me call all these people. Let's have this conversation in person. And it wasn't anything about me. It wasn't anything about the conference. It was about the air of the conference, I suppose. And I want to fix it. I'm a fixer. I am a recovering people pleaser. I want to be in symmetry with people. And it's not against my morals. It's not against my beliefs. It's not against my faith ever, because I've changed that part of me. I've renewed my mind in that way, and I still do it all the time, because we can get distracted and deterred by people's opinions. But I do want to create community, and that's important to me, to have camaraderie and community. We're not all the same, but we all should have forward movement, right? Upward movement, so that we can move forward in the kingdom. And I believe these people that we were speaking about are brothers and sisters. And so it means a lot to me when people come directly to the source, directly to the person that they want to voice concern to. And that's a business tactic. That's a wisdom tactic. That's a confront your brothers and sisters. This is a biblical tactic. And when it's not done, it's often because of limiting beliefs, or not wanting to hurt somebody's feelings, or not wanting to step on toes. But if your knowledge or your information that you're carrying could help somebody, one of my favorite things that colleagues or co-leaders in the industry do is, if they see a mistake in my funnel, or if I see a mistake on their media kit. I just did this recently for like a very quote unquote well-known, famous person, whatever you want to call them. And I saw that there was some grammar errors on their media kit, and I circled them, screenshotted, sent them to them. They had no idea. She was like, I don't even know what that's from. I'm like, well, you have an effective strategy. You're systemizing your systems. You've got a great team because they've done everything for you. But this is what's going out. It's happened to me. We're in the middle of doing Facebook ads right now, and there's like a broken part of the funnel that is going to lead to no generation. It's going to lead to a lot of money spent, not well spent, gone. And to me, that's like gambling. I don't want to gamble. That is not my intent in my business. Nothing that I do should be associated to, well, this is a good idea, I'll try that one. Everything we should do should be based in God's idea, in the premise of what He's leading you to do, in the premise of what He's going to steward you. Because when I go into a room, if I go speak at a conference, if I'm starting a new program, if I'm sending out new emails, He better precede me. And if He's not preceding you, we're going back to the positioning conversation. You have something else in front of you. Maybe it's even yourself. Maybe it's your own ego. Maybe it's your own pride. Maybe it's your own ideas. I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with the element that it's you. At least you're following you. That's good. But you will cycle out of control because you're not in control. It's not about you. And so, have this conversation, feeling this way, my immediate reaction is, I want to fix it, right? I'm a fixer. I want to fix it. And I call my mom. I was about to see my hubby, otherwise he would have been my first call. He was with my kiddos, so I didn't want to distract him away from them. And she gives me sound advice. She's always a listening board and comes back with multiple responses. What a great mentorship methodology, by the way. Don't give the one thing. And also as a coach or a mentor, don't tell them this is what you should do. Instead, it's this is what I would do. And that's fine. You can share that. But sometimes that can deter people as well because they want to be like you, or they think because you've had some realm of success or something that they want, they think that's the end all be all. And I constantly share with my community, don't do it because I said to do it. Do your research. Do it because God has told you. Do it because it feels right to you. And that's why coaching is such an honor, but it's also an area that can actually be a stick in the mud for people. And I've been there. I've hired many coaches who are like, do it exactly like this. If you miss step 4.2a, it's out the window. You're not going to do it. It's not going to work.